What's up, West Creek? I'm Richard.
And I'm Chaize, and welcome to CET.
Start off today, we asked some general questions to the flag football team. Let's pass it over to Braeden.
My name is Keisha Lachey Fetterman. No, I'm just kidding. My name is Keisha Fetterman. I am the co-head coach of the girls flag football team.
I'm Coach King, and I am one of the head coaches for flag football.
All right, so our first question is, with being the first district champs in flag football, what's your mindset going into the season?
Just continue the success. Our motto has always been expect to win. So not only are you expecting to win the championship, but the game on top of that, win every day, win every practice, win every moment in the classroom, win when you go home and do things there, but at all times expect to win and keep that level at all times.
Expect to win again. That's the hashtag. Like, we've already established that bar, it's already set, so now we just have to continue with the excellence.
Period.
Not period.
All right. Next question. So how do you prepare your girls to lead by example on both the classroom and on the field for the upcoming season?
Well, we absolutely hold them accountable, so they do have mandatory grade checks. If they have any Fs, they absolutely will not play. We do follow up with their teachers, and more than anything, we make sure that we highlight the academics as well as the athletics. So that's also how we choose some of our captains for our games. We look at what their teachers are saying, their recommendations, what their current GPAs are, what their scores, and we highlight both the academics and the athleticism. But more than anything, it's a priority. So student athlete, the word students first. I don't care how good you are in the field if you're not there in the classroom.
Well, we are really big on grades. We grade check all the time, and we try to keep as many incentives as possible for those who are doing well in the classroom, because first and foremost, they're student athletes. And student always comes over athlete at any point in time. So we really try to incentivize that aspect of things. But on top of that, winning drives a lot of things, and these girls are super competitive. So it makes for a good balance in the classroom and on the field.
Yeah. Okay. So what was your favorite moment from last season?
I mean, no doubt winning the championship, like no doubt. I mean, the fact that, going into the year, we didn't really, I don't think we knew that it was going to be played at Forterra Stadium at Austin Peay. So we just figured it would be whoever's got the best seed, we would go to their home, whatever. But no, playing it at Forterra Stadium was pretty cool.
I think one of my favorite moments would probably be our unscripted dance breaks. Just like with music playing, it's just, we are just maybe so far in the head or so far in the lead, or, just to get that monotony or that community, just to be dancing and just being able to be a team and build that family atmosphere. So I think that was one of my favorite things. Like, it wasn't, I pray that we can have what we had last year, again this year, but these girls were actually a family. We're braiding hair, we're laughing, we're birthday parties, we're hanging out. It was a true friendship. And so I think that was one of my highlights. Like, we weren't having to deal with drama, there wasn't laziness, there wasn't mess. And if they did have it, it hid well from us.
They're all dancing on the sideline with, Coach Carden.
You got to feel it, yeah. We had seat belts, and what was our other thing? We had seat belts, like if we were able to lock somebody down, and head taps. We had all kind of good, fun things just to be a slight bit shady, but like to hype them up on the sidelines.
Good deal. All right.
Oh, one more. Each girl, like, we all had hoodies, so each girl has like personalized, like, funny nicknames on their hoodies. So that's probably a highlight too, because it spoke to their personalities and just how close we were.
Is there one team in particular I might know that you're looking forward to playing this season?
Look, there's a lot of teams that are really good. I think the big point here is, I feel like last year, we kind of set the bar, and so a lot of teams are going to be looking at us. At what kind of things we did last year and elevate their programs. More athletes are going to come to other schools and their programs, so it's going to be a different challenge for each school. Obviously, Montgomery Central is fun because they're a great program, got great athletes, good coach there as well, good couple of coaches there. Clarksville High is fun because it's got a few things there to it. Since I graduated from Clarksville High, it's cool to, play on that field and just be like, man, I used to sit in those stands. Like that's pretty cool. But we play them here at the Creek this year, so that'll be really fun. And they're a really good team and program as well. I think other teams in the district, though, like Rossview probably didn't perform as well last season as they probably wanted to, obviously. But there's rumblings that hey, they're bringing some athletes this go around. So I'm excited to see how they improve, because as other teams improve, so will we. So there's a lot of teams there, but definitely Montgomery Central, Clarksville High. I think those are the two that we're really looking forward to.
Thanks, right? We know there's a couple games that y'all wish y'all had back. If there's a team that you are most excited to see this coming up season,
Clarksville High. Next. Clarksville High.
Is there a particular reason why, or?
Because just like that last minute, I know he might have said Montgomery Central again, but I think mine was Clarksville High, just because of the way both wins, like in season, they won literally the buzzer's going off. It's the last second, just a rule stipulation. So for us to miss that win by that much, and then in the postseason for it just to be flipped and we won again by just that much, I think that's just an exciting matchup, just to see how it will play out again. And this year they have to come here.
All right. So the question that I've kind of been thinking of, you bring it up one time, the bar, right? Mm-hmm. You guys are officially the bar. Does that ever just, like, as a coach, does that sit on you at all? Does that put any pressure coming in?
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to kind of be, the program that I feel like people maybe look at and get inspired by. Plus, it's a new sport. A lot of these girls are learning new techniques and concepts and things like that. So, while, I say right now we are the bar, I only say that because of, how we did it in the district championship last year. But look, all these teams they're raising their bar as well. And there's going to be pressure because we have to raise our bar as well. We can't just let other teams, get to our level. We have to try to expand our knowledge and expand on our skills and assets and things like that. So, it's a lot of pressure, but I think our girls can handle it. I know our coaching staff can handle it. We're bringing a lot of really awesome coaches, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun.
All right, so finally, last question. What is one thing you look to improve on as a team based on last season's success?
I think one thing that I would look to improve upon is just the visibility of girls flag football across Clarksville, Montgomery County, Tennessee as a whole. Whether that be through social media outlets, whether that be getting them in camps. We're looking at things like getting these girls huddle films, because as we know, girls flag football is now recognized as an Olympic sport, and they are offering scholarships for colleges. So looking to give them more visibility. So that's one of the things that we're going to make a primary focus, getting them huddle accounts, getting them film, letting them record themselves, create their YouTube pages, and having their highlight reels this year.
Well, it's hard to kind of encompass that question into one thing, but I can think of two things kind of right off the bat. The first one is consistency, just making sure that the way we play game one is a type of way that we play all the games throughout the year. If we have a really good game, then we need to keep that run going. There was a few times last year where I felt like we were kind of flat, and other teams took advantage of that. So I think if we kind of come out a little bit more consistent, once we're doing really well, just keep riding that momentum as much as possible. The other one would be just an overall football IQ, because a lot of these girls, they played flag football last year, but football fans know there's a lot of intricacies to the game, and you're not just going to learn it in a matter of 3 months. You're really not. I can remember one incident where we actually lost to Clarksville High last year in the regular season because a lot of our girls didn't know a ruling, and a lot of CHS's girls didn't know the ruling. at the same time, and it was pretty evident on the field. The only person that knew it was the girl that scored at the very end on the last second, which kudos to her. Very heads-up play. But that's the learning curve that we're going through, is teaching these girls about the game and the nuances and the intricacies of everything. So so consistency, 1, and then 2, overall football IQ and knowledge is definitely something we have to improve upon.
Good deal. All right, well, Coach, we appreciate you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.
Love the interview, and
Thank you guys for coming out to the show. Next up, your weekly report.
Let's pass it over to Braeden. Deja vu.
Thanks, guys. It's Braeden Frost here with your West Creek News of the week. Let's get started with basketball. They had 3 games this week due to the snowstorm, creating winter break part 2. I personally enjoyed that one. Their first game this week was against Kirkwood, where both girls and boys fell a little short, but they had a chance to get redemption on Thursday, where we played the Hawks. Now, unfortunately, after a hard-fought battle, it just barely slipped out of our hands. But the boys and girls put up a great effort. So, on today, Friday, we have a chance to get redemption against one of our rivals, Kenwood. So, we need all of us to travel to the Knights Kingdom and cheer on our Coyotes. Next on my report, we have our wrestlers, and we would like to congratulate them on being district champs. That's all I have for this week. I will see you guys in the other segments.
Thank you guys for coming on to the show. Wait, wrong segment, man. There it is. Thanks, Braeden.
Up next, we'll be interviewing the flag foot. Wait, no. Hold on. The gaming club. Take it away, Braeden.
Alrighty. So,
Great.
I guess we can just begin when we need to begin. Alright, we'd like to welcome everybody here. We're here interviewing the gaming club today. Our first guy, will you introduce yourself?
So I'm Alan, right? I do a lot of stuff around the school.
My name is Xander Russell. I've been in D&D since beginning of my junior year last year, and I've just been playing, and I'm trying to become a DM.
My name is Deperion Porter from West Creek. I'm Matthew. I'm a player.
My name is Ash, but I've now gone by Fen, and I am the second oldest D&D player for the entire club. I've been in it since Mr. Sisson made it in sophomore year.
My name is Adrian Garth, and I am the leader of the D&D club. I am the main DM, which is a term Dungeon Master for the whole game.
So, what is, just in general, your favorite game?
Well, my favorite game personally is Monopoly.
Monopoly. Okay, are you really good at Monopoly? Because I know I'm undefeated.
7-3 across Tennessee.
I'm stuck on Overwatch right now.
All-time favorite D&D. Dark Souls.
I gotta go with Dark Souls 3 by From Software.
So, what is Dark Souls? Can you explain?
So, Dark Souls is a franchise that is Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and it falls under, it created a whole game genre called Souls-likes. They have the ability for health, stamina, and may or may not have magic. You have to have the ability to roll and or parry with an item, but most of the time it contends with the item of rolling, because between a Souls-like and a roguelike, they get very misconcepted. But roguelikes, there's no clear definition of difficulty. It is preset AI and just the ability to roll and everything like that. And it's just perpetually set on extreme. And I just find a lot of fun in it.
My favorite video game is The Last of Us 2. It has an amazing storyline and all these accessible things, all these physics, and it's just a great game to connect to. Feel the pain, feel the experience, the fear, the anger, the aggression. It's just something that you can drive for.
What prompted you to come to the gaming club?
Well, it was just because I personally never had that family, right, that came around and say, hey, let's play this board game, right? So I originally wanted to come here so I could be around people who wanted to play the games with me, right? The first time I wanted to come, I didn't have the grades, my mom wouldn't let me go. And then one of my friends, he said, hey, check this out, I think you'll like it a lot.
I like the community. I like how everyone can get together and just have fun and just be with friends a lot as well.
Just mainly the friends. I mean, the people over there, they're really cool people. I mean, like, just the atmosphere is amazing, man. I don't know what to say.
I think just having people to play D&D with was like the main thing, because I haven't really been able to find anyone to play it with.
What is like the main game y'all play?
So we mostly play Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. And what about Dungeons and Dragons makes this so special? Makes this place, you know?
Oh well, considerably. We okay. So in D&D, we can do almost anything and everything as long as you got the skills to do so. Like you set up your character to do that, and at the DM or Dungeon Masters, what they say, what they will allow to go.
D&D, definitely.
Okay. Now, what in D&D do you find just like attracts you to that?
The freedom you're able to do, everything that you're able to do, if you're able to do it by the DM, then whatever comes to your mind.
It's just a great game to like play with your friends and stuff like that. You guys talking all the time, just you can do whatever you want. You just fly magic carpets and stuff like that. It's just, you can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want.
Just being able to like be these people who are like fantastical and have like these amazing abilities and not who you usually can be is something that makes it really appealing.
And to me, D&D is the best game because the constant imagination, the constant talking and having fun, as well as just bonding with your friends and other people. Also, how connected you do get to the non-playable characters in the campaign makes you feel like as if you're there. And it gets very emotional at times, so it's a very fun thing.
The people, to be honest, I see all these people that have these struggles and have these needs and wants. So what I do is I create a field for them to express their needs and build characters I should say, and have them experiment.
So in the gaming club, what experiences or like what do you get out of this that you can't get out of anything in West Creek?
Well, you'll get a lot of friends who want to play board games, mostly D&D, right? That they want to play it almost all the time. Definitely worth it though.
That's a hard one. I don't know, because every club it's like a family here. It really is. We stick together. The teachers are always making up new ideas as well. I think a lot of people are just glad to be here as well.
For me personally, it's like the connections you can make with people when playing these games. Like you can make these really tight connections with people, and like they'll be they'll be friends with you for a long time. And I know obviously other clubs usually offer that, but I feel like with this, it's a much different experience.
Personally, I'd say the fact that we're able to be ourselves. Because a lot of people have a very hard time doing that without socially outside. So being able to be yourself in a small conclusion of people allows you to relieve that stress of holding it.
Well, it would seem there are other places like Frontline Games. They also have D&D, but there's something special about West Creek and seeing all these kids come to this certain club and just expressing themselves. They show a side to which the society would not let them show. So I'm kind of glad to be the person to experience that type of thing.
And our final question for you today, who is better, Donkey Kong or Bowser?
In what senses?
Strength.
So, DK all the way.
HP. All right. Who's stronger in HP, Bowser or Donkey Kong?
Bowser.
Alrighty. Special move, maybe we'll do something like that. Who is better? Who has like a cooler special move in your opinion, Bowser or Donkey Kong?
Oh, Bowser all the way.
Bowser?
Yeah. I mean, can Donkey Kong shoot fire from his mouth? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Who has a better sidekick? Okay. Bowser with Bowser Jr. or Donkey Kong with Diddy Kong?
I personally had to say Bowser with Bowser Jr., and that's just because Bowser Jr. is much more fleshed out, has a lot more interesting design. Diddy Kong to me is just, it's just him but smaller.
Which which game, because we all know the actual Donkey Kong game and we actually know Super Mario Bros., which one would you say is harder to play?
Does this include any of the older NES games for Super Mario?
Whichever one.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Okay. If you had to choose one person to protect you, all right, I don't care who's coming after you, it can be the most scary thing. You have two guys, you have a choice, Donkey Kong or Bowser. Who you choosing?
Oh, that's a great question. Now, coming with Donkey Kong, he is powerful in the muscle, but Bowser, he has defense, and he has that amazing fire breath that has range as well. So my answer is going to be Bowser. And plus, you gotta go with the song Peaches.
I appreciate you guys so much. Yep. Hope y'all have a blessed day.
We gotta rework the script. It's all so much the same.
You wrote it.
No. Oh. Anyway. It's 4, right? Right. So that's all the time we have for today.
Remember to tune in every Friday during CCRP for more CET news and content. I'm Chaize.
And I'm Richard. And we are West Creek.